Ladies and gentlemen, another day here in Cleveland for Browns mandatory minicamp, and another day where Shador Sanders looking at least pretty good off this first rep. What we're going to do is we're going to go over a bunch of these plays. We're going to break it down. And we're going to show you at least what I'm seeing. Now, this is modified 11 on 11s, but technically it's 7 on 7s, and I'll tell you why. So, essentially what they're doing is the defensive line is not fully trying to get after their quarterback. And another thing to note is we haven't seen him with the one, Shador Sanders, as of yet, but this is a really good play. So let's kind of break it down. So we see the tight end have inside leverage on number 42. Once you see 42 turn his back away from the quarterback, what we know as a quarterback, this is man-to-man coverage, right? So we have inside leverage, man-to-man coverage, tight end versus a linebacker. Great route. All we're doing is getting a crosser over the middle of the field, and you also have one high safety, okay? Let's bring it back one more time. We have one high safety. Actually, you have two high safeties, but what this guy does, he's in a more of a mid-read, so he's staying over the middle. Shador Sanders looks over the middle, throws that way. Dude, I mean, this is a beautiful play. If I can show you guys one more time, I know you guys are getting annoyed, but you're going to see Shador Sanders look at the crosser over the middle. He's going to move this safety in this direction, and we're going to find our tight end on the crosser pretty much wide open because he's able to manipulate this safety. Look at him. He's going to drop back. He's looking over the middle of the field, which moves 23 down, and then boom, right out of position to get to his tight end, number 87, who gets a hell of a grab over that left sideline. 87, I believe, is Trey McKitty, who had a couple of really big-time plays in today's practice. Absolutely love it. Great play. Let's break down a bunch of film. Make sure you guys are, following all the Browns media members to get these updates yourselves without me, and let's dive into the video. Here's one from Gabriel. Gotta be fair, gotta cover everybody on the football team. So let's watch this next play. This one is to Harold Fannin on that left sideline. So let's kind of break this down. So it looks like you're getting an out route. So first thing we want to look at is 29 here. You see how he chips and then releases back to his zone? Well, that's beautiful read here by Gabriel. Once he sees 29 kind of get back over to his zone, we throw that football. Great anticipation. Even better grab here by Harold Fannin, the rookie third-round pick. Great job here by Gabriel. Let's watch it one more time again. This actually looks okay. So this is not adjusted. This is full 11 on 11 period where the defensive line is trying to get to the quarterback. Really good job. Great anticipation. Great throw. Great accuracy. Like this play a lot here from Gabriel. He doesn't scan the opposite side of the field at all, which is fine. Ultimately, you find your guy and get a nice little play up the sideline. Here's another rep here for Shador Sanders. We'll show it to you again. This is by Fred Greetham on Twitter. You guys can go watch these yourselves if you want to. Make sure to follow him. So it looks like we got an in-breaking route by 83. I believe this is Keyshawn Johnson. So, all right, here's a rep. Let's see. Is it full 11 on 11s or is this adjusted period? So it looks like adjusted. You see some coaches getting in there. Again, we have yet to see Shador in real 11 on 11 action with the first team unit. I cannot believe it. Why? But okay, here we go. Let's see what happens here. Looks like you got one high safety playing a midfield close. Maybe they're in a cover 3. As we drop back, we're reading the football field. We're giving an inside throw. Great diving catch here by his wide receiver, Keyshawn Johnson. Again, these are the plays you like. Again, not going to have too much time here in a real game, but does a good job getting that ball out at least somewhat quickly. Putting it only where his wide receiver can get it. I wish we had a better angle of this. But as you can tell, I'll try to pause it here. You can tell this is a great ball because it's only where his guy can get it. If anyone's getting it, it's my guy. Okay, that's where you want the football to be. Great catch there by Keyshawn Johnson. Looks like he's a UDFA wide receiver. Definitely making a play there. So shout out to Keyshawn Johnson. Definitely want to see more of that. Here's another rep of Shador Sanders. Very far footage. But we can kind of see here, I'll show you once again, great ball here to Keyshawn Johnson again at that sideline. So it looks like, from what I see, we have inside leverage with our wide receiver. Cornerback's playing about 2 steps out. right? As we hit that top of the route, look how far back this DB is backpedaling, right? When that ball is snapped, we're looking at the safeties and we're looking at these DBs. You're going to see this DB in a constant backpedal, which means if we know we have that out route, we can, if you anticipate this well enough, this should be perfect, right? Boom, right? The ball should be coming out right there. We have that leverage, we have that room, and again, it's low to the ground because we don't want that DB having any chance of getting it. So a lot of people may say, oh, that's not where it needs to be. No, that is exactly where it needs to be. It needs to be low and away from the DB. That is a perfect place ball on an out route because, again, a lot of people don't understand. These out routes are one of the toughest throws to make in football because if you throw it a hair behind or a hair over, dude, that can be a pick six all day, every day. So you got to be extremely, extremely careful. This is a good ball by Shador Sanders. Definitely like it. I feel like he's improving a ton just over the first couple of weeks of these practices. Now, before we get any further into the video, do me a favor, hit the like button if you want more of these breakdowns. But most importantly, make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. If you are new, it is free. It doesn't cost anything to join the family. And we will be covering the Cleveland Browns, Shador Sanders, the QB battle all year long. Preseason football, regular season football, we got you guys covered. Join the family if you haven't already done so. And with that being said, let's kind of dive back into some more plays. I think we should have some more from other quarterbacks. First reps today were with Joe Flacco in these 11-on-11s. They weren't adjusted, so you had the defensive line coming at him, Mason Graham and some of these other guys as well, Myles Garrett obviously. And on this first play of practice, we see a batted ball at the line of scrimmage. Again, we haven't yet to see Shador Sanders versus this first team defense, okay? So listen, that is a major talking point. You have to be able to see that. I need to see that if I'm going to give a clear judgment of how he's doing. But here's a great job by 96. 96 is Malik Collins, brand new defensive tackle coming over from San Francisco. Does a great job reading the quarterback's eyes as he tries to... Not really sure where he was going with that ball, but gets deflected at the line of scrimmage. Definitely goes incomplete for Joe Flacco's first rep. All right, another play here by Joe Flacco. We'll let you watch it, and then we'll kind of look at it in a... in a breakdown standpoint. Once again, nothing there. Great defense by the first team. And ultimately, this is why I want to see what Shedeur looks like versus the first team defense. Because, dude, there is nothing open. Now, Joe Flacco on this play is not bootlegging, but scrambling out of the pocket to create something with his legs. Maybe get some more wide receivers, some more space. But as he looks over here, there's nothing. Yeah, maybe we could have taken a one-on-one opportunity, but you see this guy down here. We got great coverage here. I mean, you're not throwing that football. We got this, but there's a linebacker sitting there. There's nothing open on this side of the field, so Joe Flacco naturally gets outside the pocket, and all these wide receivers start trending in this direction as well. Now, at this time, while moving, Flacco throws a really good ball to 89 here. Now, 89 is Caden Davis. Almost gets it, but does not complete the catch through contact, and that goes incomplete as well. Now, Kenny Pickett actually had a really good throw in today's practice. Now, this being the final day of practice, we didn't get to see too much. It was kind of a short one, but this is, man, a really good play by Kenny Pickett. So let's watch it. Now, this is a full 11-on-11. They're coming at you, right? We're scanning the field, almost going through a full field read. We're going to open up to the left. Nothing's there. We're going to scan over the middle. We're going to move in the pocket. Now, all we're doing right here, again, we're trying to move these guys over. You see this guy reading the quarterback's eyes, so he's kind of moving a little bit to the left. And as he scans the field, he turns back to the right. Great ball over the linebacker's head into the arms of Trey McKitty. That's a great rep there by Kenny Pickett, man. This is one of the best reps I've seen today. Again, this is quick, it's instinctual, it's, alert, beautiful placement, and Trey McKitty, once again, toe tap touchdown, back of the end zone. Great job here. Now, I know today's wasn't, the craziest day of practice, didn't get the most film and footage from these 11-on-11s and 7-on-7s, but we got a decent amount, so let me know what you guys thought about some of those throws. Who played the best, and who do you think is winning the QB battle up to this point? Training camp is in a few months. Basically 6 weeks from now. So we'll see you guys then. Have a good one.